Andrew Tate's real-world Far From Week's faceless YouTube guide, Hamza's Adonis School. And there's a long list of content creators offering paid courses. No problem with that, but why do they do that? This question might be roaming around in your mind after Far From Week announced a paid guide to faceless YouTube channels for up to $900. And the answer you're thinking of is probably not the only one. You see? In my previous video, I told you guys that I'm a professional copywriter. If I have to offer you a paid copywriting course, there can be multiple reasons. I may be looking for another income stream, maybe sharing my expertise with people interested in writing, I may have a passion for teaching, or I may be under pressure from my competitors, offering paid courses. Let's try to find out the reason behind. Number 1. Another source of income. The reason why I put this on top is it's always obvious. If I offer a paid course, I'm trying to make some extra money, and if YouTube is my only source of income, then I'd be doing that to reduce my dependence on ad revenue only. For Far From Week, this reason seems very obvious to me, as he mentioned in his videos that faceless YouTube channels are his main source of income. I'm not against selling his faceless guide. As I said in my last video, if he knows, he has the right to sell it or give it away for free. But what bothers me the most is he turned his back on his own words. In one of his videos, he talked about the art of influencing people. I'm sure he applied that to you guys, gained a huge following, or should I say, cult following, and then tried to sell his faceless guide. But I guess he didn't get the response he was expecting. Number 2. Sharing their expertise. Sometimes, making money is not the primary motive of content creators. They just want to share their knowledge while taking some benefit from you. Here, I'd take the liberty to appreciate Andrew Tate. Unlike Hamza or Far From Week, he's teaching you high-paying and demanding skills, and a community of experts and like-minded people who will help you gain financial freedom for just $49. For me, it sounds pretty reasonable. And it also indicates another thing. Tate offering courses for $49 shows he's not really after your money. I would have bought one of his courses as it's pretty affordable for me. As for Far From Week's faceless YouTube guide and Hamza's Adonis School, charging $895 and $129 respectively, chances are they're either not satisfied with their current earning streams or they want more influence over your mind. Remember, having an influence gives you power, and there's a famous saying of British historian Lord Acton, "Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." But that doesn't make power a bad thing. I will talk more about this in my later videos. Number 3. Increasing their audience. Another reason I could think of is that they're probably trying to expand their reach and capture a wider audience. I don't think I have to talk much about that. Just for your knowledge, remember that Far From Week said in one of the videos of his Faceless Guide series that you earn more when you attract more. We call this attention economy, and YouTube and all the social media platforms rely heavily on it. Simply put, you earn more when you attract more. That's why you see people doing stupid things on social media just to attract more audience. Number 4. A new business selling digital products is an emerging business model. In it, you can sell anything, like your guide to effectively managing time, ways to solve any problem, a guide to faceless YouTube mastery, or an all-in-one program to make you a better person. It's an ever-growing market, and according to a study, the e-learning or paid course market will be worth over $840 billion by 2030. This makes the paid courses market a dynamic one, with increased chances of earning more with less risk involved. As I'm about to end this video here, I would say that selling your knowledge is not a bad thing. As for Far From Week, everyone believed that there was someone in the world who genuinely cared about them. Most of his audience is teens, and I've seen that Gen Z's biggest problem is it wants to be a millionaire without working for it. But this isn't how it works. In my last video, I told you guys that it took almost a decade to be on the spot where you see Andrew Tate today. Listen, people getting rich in their teens or their 20s is not the case with everyone. They're just a small bunch of people. For most, hard work is the key, not work hard. Remember, there's no easy way. You have to get out of your comfort zone to get what you want. Let me share with you my experience. When I started my career in copywriting, I had so many problems as well. I even had a heated argument with my manager which caused me a fine of $10. At that moment, I was earning only $75 per month. Since I was working out of my hometown, I had to send half of my income to my family. It took me almost 3 years to stabilize my finances. Like you guys, I was also looking for a quick way towards my financial freedom, but my struggle made me realize that it's not always the case. Listen, it's the decision of God. If He wants you to grind, you will grind, whether you like it or not. Once I was sitting with my teacher in school. There, he told me something really valuable. He said that at least once, life hits you hard and gets you on the ground. I didn't bother it much then, but when I had to face financial problems like I discussed earlier, I realized that this was the moment when life struck. Listen, starting from zero is hard. You will find so many things with which you can make money. But let me tell you, everything takes time. There's no shortcut or easy way. Even babies take 9 months to form. Therefore, you should focus on building yourself. And stay away from social media. It does you more harm than good. All the influencers are there to give you anxiety and depression. Next Sunday I will discuss the manipulation tactics these influencers use that destroy your mental health. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss it. See you on Sunday.